Hey guys, how you doing? Good afternoon to you. It's Curtis here at bullytree.com. That's www.bullytree.com. You know, I always say that one of the best investments that I've ever made was this tripod. Because with this tripod that I bought for $3 in a yard sale, I was able to facilitate my own videos. So thank you, Mr. Tripod. And actually it was $2. I still see the sticker on the leg. It was $2. I paid $2 for my tripod in a yard sale, and it's beautiful. Well, you know what? It's springtime here again. We're just about the middle of March. It's March 14th. I can look through my front door. I can see my car parked out there. It needs a washing. You can see my other car parked right over there. It needs a washing too. You know, I will get to it. It's been kind of rainy here, and so you know, I'm just taking my own time. I have some other things going on, but I haven't done a video for a little bit on Bully Tree, and so I've decided to take some time out from the things I've been doing, you know, other things I'm getting my little naughty hands into, and to do a video because I'm really committed to doing videos of Bully Tree, and I'm really committed to Bully Tree because I'm really committed to the dogs. So if you guys, for you guys that drop me tens and tens of emails every week, I want you guys to know that I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. I know one guy said this morning, Curtis, where do you go? You know, we're missing your videos. So I'm here. I want you to know I'm here, and I'm just doing this for you. Okay, buddy? Today I wanna talk about the dogs in our yard, and I wanna name this topic being realistic about your dog. Okay? Now, I know some of you may not agree with me, but there is a certain amount of truth to what I'm about to say. I'm gonna ignore my phone. It's ringing. Okay? Now, when you have a dog in your yard, the dog comes from a certain line of dogs, a certain pedigree, and a certain background. Okay? You realistically have to expect that this dog will be within the realm of its predecessors. Once in a while, you'll have a dog, a puppy coming out of a litter that looks a little bit different, but usually the litter would be like its parents in that mold. Okay? What I'm trying to say here is the dogs in the yard would not change any, except for the sake of conditioning, you know, like muscularity and so on, muscle tone and so on, but it wouldn't change any in terms of size, height, width, and looks, general outlook, by what you feed them. What you feed your dog has nothing to do with dog genetics. It will not alter what your dog is genetically. So if you want a dog that has a certain look, you should look for a family of dogs that have that look. If you want a 40-pound dog, you look for dogs that come from parents of 40 pounds, that are 40 pounds or around that. If you want a dog that's this wide or this wide, you look for dogs from a parents and from a pedigree background that comes from dogs that have that look. Okay? When you buy a dog and the dog is not turning out the way it's supposed to be, or the way you think it would be, because both parents have the look, the dog is not turning out the way it's supposed to be, the problem usually is in the dog's pedigree. If you check the dog pedigree, you would realize that its predecessors, maybe 2 generations away, were a little bit away from that. What you want to do is have a puppy from a line that's consistent for producing those kind of dogs. 4 or 5 generations. You're not looking for 2 generations, because you know dogs have a way of reverting. You know, you 3 generations back, you're still gonna get a kingtail, even though it hasn't been in your line for 2 generations. You know, some things you just can't breed out, and even if you can, it's not that easy. So if you want a dog that has a certain look, if you want an extra large dog, don't be fooled by a chubby puppy. A chubby puppy doesn't mean that your dog's going to be extra large or extra wide. A skinny little runt doesn't mean that your dog is not going to be the widest dog. Don't be fooled by it. You look for dogs with a certain genetic that has that history 4 or 5 generations back all the way to present. It has to be consistent. That's the only way that you're going to get a dog that looks like, acts like, has the health traits and the genetics that you're looking for, just as the parents do. Because you have 2 dogs that are really stocky and has big blocky heads, straight front legs, doesn't necessarily mean that that's what they're going to produce. Okay? Unless they have the same thing 3, 4, 5 generations back, all the way to the present. Okay? With that I say, choose your puppies wisely. Know what you're looking for. You can find all of the good traits in one dog, but you've got to really study your pedigrees, look at your dog's history, look at the background, and be very careful that the breeder you're buying your dog from is not giving you a dog that says something in the pedigree. Come to find out the papers are faked. And so even though the parent says you have a five generational pedigree for this dog, the papers are turned out to be fake, and therefore the puppy is going to look like his grandfather and grandmother, which happens to be game bred dogs. Okay? That's if you're looking for a stocky dog. Wide, short, extra large, whatever it is, right? So the point I'm making is, be careful, do your research. Okay? Excuse me, I guess a little eye problem. Do your research. Okay? And do what's best for your yard by knowing your pedigrees, following your pedigrees, not just from one breeder. Look at other breeders, see if they have the same dogs in their pedigree, and quite possibly you will find that by doing that you will have the dog that you want for your yard, whether it'll be a short stocky dog, an extra large dog, a dog with all the right traits for show, a dog without any health problems, skin problems, kink tails, whatever you want. If you do your research, the chances are you're going to get closer to what you're looking for than if you don't. But remember, what you feed your dog is not what's going to make the dog thick, wide, high, large, 110 pounds. You can feed the best dog food to a game bred pit bull that's from a 40-pound background. He's never going to make 75 pounds. That's just not the way it's going to happen. It's in the genetics, okay? So look right, do right by your dogs, and love your dogs. It's springtime, guys. Springtime here I'm at. Take your dogs out, run them, socialize them. Again, let them meet other dogs and people, and always uplift your dogs. Never backwards, always forward. Peace and love. I love you. God loves you too. And be good.